mic and clap. Yeah, the lyrical threat. What I'm doing, I'm making my moves always. Hit spots, never steady in one place. Split the blood in half.
Good morning, Money Map Press. We're back with the Warlock, and we know that cream rules everything around him. Dollar bill, y'all. We're bringing in Kenny Glick in 5, 4, 3, 2.
I'm so cool. I got my own theme song. Oh. What's up, y'all? So, who had their greatest day of their lives yesterday? I'll tell you right now, if you didn't join my service, or I don't even like calling it service, join me. Be in my world. Yesterday was one of those life-changing moments. It was so life-changing that I'm writing a seminar about it. And I'm going to do it probably this weekend for my people. And what we're going to do is I'm going to bottle it and I'm going to do it for you guys. Because if you didn't realize or appreciate what happened in the market yesterday, I'm going to teach you about it, whether it takes an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, or 4 hours, or a lifetime. And that's why we call it the lifetime subscription. Being with me for a lifetime. Oh, caller on the line. What's going on? Caller on the line. That's our first caller of the day. You're just calling in. All right, what can I do for you, caller? Oh, caller hung up. All right. He was the third caller. He could have won the Mark McGuire rookie card, but he hung up. All right, we'll take another caller next hour. Just a little jump in temperature right now. It's 75 degrees. The clouds are moving in. All right. What? Oh. Yeah, but if you're not part of my world, you might have not appreciated what went on yesterday. Yesterday was a combination of everything I've ever learned about the market all rolled up into one day. And why the reason I do the way I do is that I used to be you, struggling, buying newsletters. I used to get newsletters in the mail. Stephen Lieb still doing it, taking any kind of advice I could find, picking brains of traders. And that last thing was how I started to really make money, picking the brain of traders that I knew were doing this and were successful. Back when I became a trader, it was a brand new world that we had access to this, high tech, I guess at the time. We were leveling the playing ground by giving us the access to the level 2 and seeing the market for what it really was. I was being taught by people who never saw that. So what they taught me about the markets was just historical. And again, if you're reading books about the market, I've got a book that my buddy read that I'm in. Email me. I'll send you the PDF. I have the manuscript. It's the best book you'll ever read about trading because it's all about failing and learning how not to fail. Finding trades has been pretty easy. Learning how not to fail is important. And again, yesterday, fear was probably the one thing that prevented you from making money. So if the fear was what held you back, right? The UVXY should have been telling you, there's nothing to fear, brah. Let's go. LFG, like the kids say, right? Let's go. UVXY started tanking, and this market had nowhere else to go but straight up. And the reason it was so enormous yesterday was because my former self, prior 2013, I would have got annihilated yesterday. Fighting the day, fighting the market, fighting the Fed. And if you Google "Don't Fight the Fed," you'll see a song I wrote and sang with my band. So don't fight the Fed. It was just a combination of everything that I've ever taught anybody. And the reason I do the way I do, and I teach as we trade, that's the way to learn. I sat there with a couple of traders, and when they put a trade on, I said, "Hey, why are you doing that?" And he would explain it to me. It wasn't as active as it was now. So I was able to sit behind the guy and just, sit there and watch my buddy Kyle and Joe and Isaac and just ask questions about what they were doing. And they were teaching me fundamental analysis and just the ebb and flow of the market and the time frames and how things worked and how to read the tape. And all that information that I took, fast forward into what we're looking at right now on these platforms, we never had these platforms before 1999, you know? So, and then with the high frequency trading and the algorithms and all the quant firms that have taken over this market, UVXY. So UVXY is basically, you know, the number one way to gauge what a stock wants to do. So you combined all the education that I've taken away from the Joes and the Kyles and the Isaacs, and obviously the School of Hard Knocks and getting my ass kicked. That's why I'm legitimately the best trader on earth right now. It's the School of Hard Knocks. And let me tell you something. Lessons learned not in blood are often forgotten. How many times wow, he's back. Yes. You know how many times I had to get punched in the face to realize how awful UVXY was until I said, you know what? Let me do some due diligence on this product. Why does it never go up? And there it was in the prospectus. This product is built to go down. And I learned. And if you're out there and you're struggling, like I said, yesterday was the day where all of your ills would have been cured. You should have had your best day by far yesterday. It was basically bang your head on the keyboard, hit the buy button, and you got paid. I'm telling you, that's how it was at one point yesterday. It was pretty amazing. So if you didn't appreciate what was going on, join me. Seriously. Because what happened yesterday was my holiday. That was the day I dream of. Okay? And I am a nerd. I dream about stocks. By the way, that's another thing we're going to get to. We need me to be able to break in and alert this entire website to what's going on. Because yesterday, my legend, which is growing right now, statues are being erected in my honor. Kids are being named after me. Yesterday, my legend would have been etched in the pyramids for all time. Yesterday was the day of days. And if you don't really appreciate what's going on, like I said, I'm writing a seminar that I'm doing this weekend. I'm taking my weekend off to make sure my people understand how enormous yesterday was. And what we're going to do for you guys is I'm going to bottle that for you too. So you could dip into my world, see if it's good, see if I'm gelling with you, right? And then you can make a concerted or an educated decision whether or not you want to hang with me. And by the way, even if you do, Money Map Press, the psychopaths in the upper offices are offering money back guarantees. Money back guarantees. What? I've been doing this since 2007. How many people ask for their money back out of me on my end? One. And we made the guy apologize to me in the room because it was his fault he blew up. It wasn't my fault. So he apologized and we gave his money back. And that was my one refund. My track record is absolutely stunning. And again, it's easy for me to say that, but that's why I do what I do. I'm the Joe DiMaggio of trading. Every day there's somebody in the back. What's up, guy in the back? Another one. Look at him. Who, me? Yeah, you. Wake up. You're here. Every day there's somebody else that needs me to prove to them how awesome I am. And it doesn't take long because I'm special. Small boss special, but special in a lot of ways. Can't spell, have bad grammar, don't really know how to articulate myself in an adult conversation, but yeah, special in my own special way. So that's what happens, and that's what's going to happen. You're going to get more of me, even if you don't want it. I'm going to be shoved down your throat. But I want that emergency broadcast thing to have happen because yesterday would have been that day. Just emergency broadcast. This is just this coming in. We're buying this from 2:45 to 4 o'clock yesterday was something that needed to be documented for all time. It was beyond anything anybody could have imagined. And I've seen every market. And I've seen every environment. So let's talk about what's happening right now before I go. I think that it wouldn't be surprising to see the market give back a little bit today. It's already happening. You know, obviously I'm a trader of VWAP and the Qs. I know you're probably laughing. You're not shorting the Qs already, are you? Yeah, why not? We're just looking for some give back. The best part about being short the Qs right now is that you're limiting your risk. You see this spot right here, right there at 398.50. It breaks over 398.50. I'm not even waiting for VWAP because this market is so bullish. But now you can be short because the market's gapped up. And when it breaks VWAP, generally that tells you the sellers are in control. But remember, they were in control for 2 days. And what happened to them yesterday afternoon? Oh man, it's not even funny. It really isn't funny. I could feel the pain through the cyberspace. I heard my former self screaming in pain in the distance. And I was trying to help, and then I realized I was outside wandering around the streets naked, and then I realized, wait a second, what day is this? And then somehow I ended up back here. And here we are. So stay focused. Something big's going to happen in the next couple of days. Remember, a huge day like yesterday is met with a lot of chop. So massive update Wednesday. I expect this market to be a little bit choppy. Go back and watch that UVXY. If it starts to gain some strength, the market will probably get a little weak. I'm staying nimble. You know, I got Adobe on my screen here. I'm looking at WGO, which we're out of the trade right now. We're going to make a decision whether or not we feel like gambling on WGO puts. And, again, whatever pops up, we'll be on to. So watch the scanner. If you guys are in my room, the scanner tips us off to a lot of different ideas. All right? I'll see you on the other side. All right. And we're live. So UVXY not even coming off the carpet here. That's telling us that this market's fine. If the market was going to start selling off, you'd see UVXY going higher right now. So again, the most important product there is. But even though UVXY is not doing anything right now, look at what the Qs are doing. There's a reason to still be short the Qs. All right. So if you're short the Qs, you're coming to the half number. You still want to cover some right here. Okay. QQQ short. All right. Cover some at the half because that's what good traders do. Right. And now you're hoping it rolls over and goes negative. So if you're shorting the Qs, so we're looking at the QQQ. If you're day trading the Qs, you generally want to go TQQ. Okay, because TQQ, all right. TQQ is the leveraged version of the Qs, and it's going to move equally as much as the QQQ, and you don't have to lay out as much money. So again, right now, the QQQ short trade, we're still calling it a fade. We're not thinking this market's crashing today, reversing, or doing whatever. We are just in the fade stage. And when if the fade becomes a reversal, even better. So right now, it's only the Q short or any QQQ product. Short the Qs. We are short the Qs now. And we covered some at 397.50. I told you before with Garrett, shorting the Qs. We are already short the Qs. We're following up on this trade. And now don't have any illusions or delusions. Chances are we are not going to be short the Qs all day. You guys know rule number one of shorting the Qs. Well, actually, rule number one of shorting the Qs, never short the Qs. Never talk about never talk about shorting the Qs. Rule number two, if you stay short the Qs, you're going to die. All right? So there's always a limit. You try to milk it as much as possible. And now here what just happened. As soon as I said that, right? What prices do traders put their stops on what they have left of a position? They put the stops, right, at prices where they've covered on the way down. So some of my traders just got out. They covered some at 397.50 on the way down. They used 397.50 on the way back up. They just got stopped out. The VWAPians holding on for the VWAP because look at the VWAP here. The VWAP is telling us it's, sorry, I got the QQQ. I'll put the TQQs up instead. Hold on. See the top of the candle? The top of the candle, which is the opening high, is 167.32. The VWAP is 167.50. Those are your next two stops. All depending on your risk appetite is depending on how many you cover. So if you got 1,000 QQQ short or TQQ, sorry I keep saying it, TQQ, QQQ, it's the same trade. You have 1,000 short. You cover some at that half. You just got stopped out of some more at the half. You don't have to get out of the entire position. The reason you scatter your stops is to keep you in the position. So you just got stopped out. You should still be short the Qs because there hasn't been the reason to completely get out of it yet. And that would be now if it breaks back above that opening candle, which is now starting to trail down to the VWAP. That is the most important price of the day right now, if anybody is still short the Qs. All right, so now let's go back. We have the parameters. We could take this off the screen and move on. We know what we're going to do. If you're still short the Qs, your stops at a high print right there. Again, depending on what you... Now, look, it's the same thing. I'm going to talk about the TQQs. It's a little bit easier. This price, I'm going to correct... Wait, hang on. Let me get rid of that. By the way, these popping off the screen, I changed the fonts a little bit for you guys.
Looks fancy.
All right. And just as I opened my mouth, the trade's over. What, you thought you were going to stay short the Qs? There, that was it. It's over. It just ended. I didn't even get a chance to finish my sentence. Don't stay short the Qs. So not being able to stay short the Qs, let's go pivot to what we can do. Adobe. All right? If anyone's going to trade this stock, strap in. This ain't trading the Qs, and this ain't trading some $2 biotech stock. This stock's moving in 5-point increments. All right? So you just missed 10 points. $10. Remember, it's a $500 stock. We just missed 10 points off the floor. Okay, great. Know what that just did? It gave us a new reason to want to buy Adobe. We missed the first 10 points. Nobody knew it was going to stop going down at 567.13, but it did, right? So let's draw the line right there. $567.13 is a massive, massive place to remember because that's the low of the day. You've had your attempt to get to the VWAP. Let's take note of that candle. What's that candle price? $575.93. $575.93. $575.93. You hit it twice. You got rejected. The VWAP is going to start trailing down. When the VWAP and those highs of those candles start to merge, right? That starts to form the first butt cheek, right? So now that you've been rejected, if the stock then turns down, tests the low, and doesn't break, that's how they form the next ass crack. And then you have my favorite setup. And by the way, the Qs are fucking tanking. Are you kidding me? Did that just happen? Can I have a freaking moment? God damn it.
I've missed you, Kenny. I'm so happy to be back in here with you.
All right, market's going to crash. I covered my Qs at the worst. Actually, it wasn't the worst spot. But I'm not getting back in. I'm not getting back in. I am not chasing a QQQ short. All right. But keep an eye on it. But if the market's going to roll over, go take a look at UVXY. But I need to get this analysis done. And of course, the market's going to start tanking while I do it. But here, take a look at this. This is how the ass crack gets formed. A failed attempt to break. It rolls. If it doesn't break another new low and curls back up, now you've got a range break, VWAP, ass crack break. That's how you start setting up your stalking. So now you're a stalker in a good way. Well, stalking's always good. It's a very, very, again, it's a thin line. Stalking, again, if she likes you, is it stalking or are you just being romantic? I don't know. It's weird society and all that right now. All right, let's end that conversation. But just as I'm saying something, it starts to happen, and there it goes. You're in, and you're loving life right now if you got Adobe. Holy cow, ladies and gentlemen. Look at him. Look at that little monkey go. Oh, my God. And just like that, none of that just happened, did it? Am I living a nightmare here? Can I get a thought process out before the trade actually starts to work? Would you? Did anybody get that 3 points on Adobe just now? You son of a bitch. What the hell? What the hell? I'm being teased today. If you're not in Adobe right now, you ain't a VWAPian, I'll tell you that. Now you sell some here, you maniacs, at 580. You sell, Mortimer. Sell 580. Oh, God. Sell some at 580, 581, 582, 583. And I'm out. 583. What? You didn't sell into that move like a good trader? What? You didn't just buy Adobe? What? Did you think I wasn't going to find a winner today? I told you we'd be trading Adobe to the long side. Woo! I'm out. 583. It's probably going to go up 17 points now without me because that's what stocks do. Woo! Man, I seriously, every day I think, I hope I could find a winner today. Oh, I hope these VWAP trades continue to work. I don't want to look foolish. Boom! Woo! Come on!
Kenny, you don't look foolish on a bad day, man. You know better than that. You're loved here.
I am too pretty. I am too pretty.
That's it.
Damn. Pretty in a foul-looking, bald, weird guy way. But, wow. Who just got paid? Who just got paid? Let's river dance, baby. And the market's going down. Man, if I was that good, I'd still be short the Qs. See? That's being punished by that trade yesterday. The enormity of that move yesterday on the Qs prevented me from even debating whether or not I wanted to get back into the Qs short. But Adobe for 3.5 points quickly was pretty sweet. Oh. All right. Look, I wasn't going to be surprised if the QQQ went down today. I don't think anybody was going to be surprised. We got paid. We got stopped out. And the idea was to revisit the trade. I chose not to because I wanted to go check out Adobe. Thankfully, Adobe, we just got paid. How about that 583 sell? Whole numbers, baby. And that, my friends, sure, it seemed like it was fast, but it was 5 minutes you had to prepare, right? Okay, Adobe fails here. Here's going down. If it breaks here, I'm going to buy it. And then it starts to buy it. And then you buy it. And then it goes up 7 or 8 points. You make 3 out of those 7. Have a nice day. I love Adobe. And you know who I don't love? Goldman Sachs. Goldman Sachs, I've been doing this my whole life, peeps. I remember every bad beat I've taken. And I got to tell you, it was research in motion back when BlackBerry was research in motion. I remember the analyst call. They downgraded research in motion and they downgraded Adobe with the same premise. They were one-hit wonders. And again, the research in motion play 15 years later turned out to be a good idea to be short. But the premise was that Adobe only had one real product and Apple was going to eat it up and Apple was going to destroy Adobe. Oh, good for you. A lot of analysis went into that. That guy got paid to write that research report. 10 times your money later, the stock's up 550 points since the downgrade. Analysts know nothing. It's worse than that. They know nothing, and they're trying to steal from you. You saw what happened to BTU. 2 upgrades, and the answer was, Kenny, do you like BTU anymore? No. 2 upgrades, and then you got the 3rd upgrade on BTU. That stock hasn't had an up week since. All right. We got some Adobe money. Anybody still in it? It's going higher right now, you son of a bitch. All right. But anyway, hang on a second. Hang on 1 second. You know what you should be looking at, fam. Did I just use the word fam? What happened to me?
You're getting gangster, man. You did.
I know. I did.
You've been watching, what is that? Oh, the Island Boys.
Oh, oh man, the Island Boys. The another reason why I despise cryptocurrency, because if those are your spokesmen, where do I sign up to short whatever they're pumping? Because you got 2 degenerate morons in a pool singing about cryptocurrency. Ooh, that makes me want to run out and buy something. Oh my God, we are in the end of days, my friend, and let's just enjoy them while they're here. Because I love global warming. I freaking love it. December, I'm out playing tennis outside in New York. Global warming, you see what I've done? We're in the sweet spot of global warming. F your kids and your grandkids, you're not going to be around to see them. I love global warming. The best time to be alive. We don't have winters anymore. No snow. Who likes shoveling? Got a bad back? Not that I shovel my own snow, but you know. Oh, what happened? The caravan's not coming? We don't have anybody to shovel the snow? All right, open the borders. Did I just say that? Who else is going to shovel our snow? Is that racist? Oh, wait. Is this, what are we doing here? They took our jobs. You don't want the job that the Honduran took, all right? Let's be clear now.
Here you
They
go,
took
Kenny.
our jobs.
For everyone that doesn't know, your buddies, they're ridiculous.
But it's worse. They think they can sing.
They actually are being pulled in for shows. Like they're being given gigs. And they're massive on TikTok.
We are on the downslope of society. I mean, I'm all for weirdness and, but have some talent to go along with the weirdness. And if you're in Adobe, 585s are trading, people. 585s. Oh, God. And someone just said, oh, good thing we're not short the Qs anymore. That's right. By the way, that's what the ticker's all about, my friends. When you see that ticker screaming green, that's scanning the entire market, or basically it's scanning the entire market of stocks that I like. So I've narrowed it down. Instead of watching 7,000 stocks, that scanner's watching a core 3,000 stocks. The ones on the bottoms, don't forget, these are companies that were in play who have reported numbers. I'm going to alter all of these scanners every day to get tipped off. I forgot to actually put Adobe in there. But see how the market, it's speeding up? That is a buy program. The market is running on algorithms, and that's why VWAP rocks. The algorithms love the VWAP. It's the number one algorithmic number there is. And when you've got the scanner giving you the breadth of the market, you've got the VWAP, and you've got a carnival barker like me pointing you in the right direction, it's a deadly combination. And then we got Baba Booey back. Baba Booey's back. Booey's back. Back again.
But are we here to stay, Kenny? I don't know. We may need to do more fighting.
I don't know
what's going to happen.
I mean, he was doing a great job with the cheering thing and the dancing bear. And if you're in Adobe, I freaking love you, man. I freaking love you. By the way, I'm not in it anymore. I took my money at 583. I was happy at 81, 82, 83. And let me show you how you send those orders again now that we have the big screen working. When you're in the Adobe, right, I'm a point and clicker. All I got to do is click the price and then hit sell. So I click the price in the level 2. That goes into the order entry, and then I just hit the sell button, and boom, my order's out there. So when I'm in a stock like Adobe with the big spread and a lot of momentum going back and forth, I want to catch the momentum burst. So my friend who's talking about order entry lately, that's order entry. That's the lesson for today. Put your orders out there before the stock gets there, so you're at least ahead of some of the algorithms and the quants and the auto traders. Put your order out there as fast as possible. And also, it's nice to have your order out there because you're thinking positively. Hey, I'd like to sell some at 81, 82, 83. You put your orders out there, the stock rips up. You regret selling some at 81, but you get done at 82 and 83, and you look up and you're like, wow, I just made a day's pay. I love this guy. And that's caller on the line. Caller on the line. We're taking callers at 10 o'clock, 9:49. Hang on a second. Caller on the line. You're on live. What can I do for you? Caller on the line. You're the ninth caller. In 1967, Nolan Ryan was a rookie. Who was on the baseball card with him? 3 seconds, caller. No, he hung up. All right. Well, the answer, we're not going to give the answer. In the next hour, be the 15th caller on the line. Make sure, I need to know who was on the rookie card with Nolan Ryan in 1967. All right. Thank you. And by the way, if you're still in the Adobe, you're a better trader than I am. And if you're short the cues right now, you're smoking crack. No, not Cal Ripken. But who, for the next trivia question, who were the two? Caller on the line! Wait a second. He's calling back. Do you have the answer, caller? We're going to give you one more shot. 1967 Topps rookie card featured Nolan Ryan and what other pitcher?
Kenneth.
Yeah.
This is Matthew PayPal.
All right. You're calling into a live show. Do you have the answer?
I do not. I'm calling you on your business.
Oh, all right. You'll have to call back at some other time. All right. Try me again at 5 o'clock.
5 o'clock East Coast?
Yes, East Coast.
You got it. Will do.
All right. Don't ever call at this time
Bye-bye.
again. Thanks a lot. Who the hell was that?
PayPal.
The hell was that?
Watch out.
The hell was that guy? Probably he's trying to sell me something. I love those guys. Everyone's always trying. How do they get that number? How do they get this number? 917-521-4827. Don't forget to be calling in. Did you see what the cues did? Damn, man, that's some volatility there. Hey, you got a slide whistle sound. Boop. Hey, everybody. We're shorting the cues again. Wait a second. What good comedian doesn't have his own slide whistle? Hey, everybody. Hey. Doesn't work as well as it does in the movies. Why does he have his own slide whistle? There you go. Hey, caller. All right. What are we going to do with the rest of our day? Are you still long Adobe? Great. Great for you. That's nice. It's up another 6 points since I sold it. Fantastic. Adobe, everybody. I told you it'd be a buy in the greatest market of all time. There she blows. If you're still in Adobe, send me a picture of what you did today and I'll give you 30 grand and trade my own money. All right. If you're in Adobe right now, you did the right thing, you're doing the right thing, and you continue to do the right thing. Just be the 15th caller, and you get a free 23-inch monitor. Somebody tell me they're still in Adobe, because that's 7 more points that just went up. You think I'm joking, right? Damn, he is. By the way, I don't want to be too graphic with you, but I want you to remember one saying. And I built my first website based on this saying. Strap in, because it's off-putting. My exit is your entry. It's a think piece. Let that one sink in. My exit is your entry. What kind of chat room is this? I think he's implying something homosexual? I'm very off-put by this conversation. By the way, that's my grandma talking. anybody's wondering, that's a combination of my grandma and just every confused moment I've ever had in my life. What's happening? How did I end up here? Baba Booey. What kind of chat room is this?
I love this chat room.
Oh man, I could tell stories about my grandma because it was, you were allowed to be, blatantly, let's call it what it is. My grandmother was kind of a racist, but she was born in the 20s, or that's what it was. But it was fun. She meant no harm, and we tried to like tell her that the way she speaks is a little bit not accepted, especially now. But man, it was so much fun, especially when she used to curse at me. She used to just drop F-bombs. It's so startling having an old woman drop an F-bomb in front of you. And it was my grandma. It's still shocking. But there was one time, what did she say to me? I was talking about some of the shows I do. And, I was telling her about my ass crack breakout and, my butt influences the world. And she says, nobody wants to hear about your butt. And I said, actually, Grandma, you'd be surprised how many people want to hear about my butt. And she thought about it for a second. You mean the gays? Yes, the gays.
That's great.
The gays? Oh, my grandma. If you go on YouTube, I got some priceless stuff of her talking with my grandpa. It was just genuine. They were just having a conversation about me, and I filmed it. It was perfect. All right, what are we doing here? So we made Adobe money. You got out of the queues, in the queues, out of the queues, in the queues. It's all about you guys now. Let's go. Q&A time. You ready? We got Baba Booey back. Somebody want to know, how did I know Adobe was going to go up? I don't know. But I know how to plot a freaking chart, man. And this is why I don't have to invest. So again, what a great day Adobe did, right? Just think about it. By the way, Ford's back at 21. I keep going back to Ford as an example. Ford would have to go up another 80% from here just to do what we did today. A little Adobe action, some QQQ, somebody's calling in, El Cid. Nah, man, it was the Adobe and the Qs. If you didn't trade the Qs short this morning and Adobe long, you get a demerit. But take a look at what I'm looking at here. UVXY, kids. UVXY is telling us that we might have to be a little afraid of this market today. Now, I don't want to ruin my day by buying UVXY because once it's broken, it usually stays broken, but it is going green. You know what? I'm going to lay off. Let's see if it comes back to that 24 and holds it again. But if you're not buying UVXY because it's going green, I don't care if you buy it or not buy it. I'm just not a fan. Usually the only time to buy this thing is when it goes green right here. But I'm using it more as an indicator. If it starts to go green and starts to power higher, I'm probably going to look to short the SPYs, SPY. But before I start talking about me again, let's talk about you for a minute. What do you guys got on? Anything super duper? DocuSign coming in from the peanut gallery. Oh, hey now. Nice move. Just like you want to see. There's the DocuSign trade somebody just mentioned. Dip, VWAP, multi-day, gone. Dip, rip, check mark of the Lord. Everything awesome about trading right there. Nice trade. So somebody's pointing out Lucid. If you didn't buy Lucid at 41.23, 41.53, 41.62, or 42, it's already over. Look how it went to the whole number, triple top whole number. You think that's significant? It is. It is, because stocks go to halves and whole numbers. But if you're trading UVXY, bully for you. It just went green. You're getting paid. Don't forget to sell into the move. UVXY, like I said, once it breaks, once it's busted like it did get busted yesterday, it doesn't have that same enthusiasm the next day. But the only time to trade it on the long side is what it's doing right now, going green. And it going green is doing what? The market's selling off. So if you didn't buy UVXY, and by the way, I hope you didn't buy Lucid, because look what it just did. Oh, massive chop. Did you hear me mention Lucid? No, because I wasn't buying it. Adobe, VWAP, ass crack break, short the Qs. Those were my two trades today. If you didn't do my two trades today, you can rip up your application for the Fazoon. The Fazoon knows. And if you don't know the Fazoon, the legend of Fazoon, we call any of my assistants Fazoon, minions, Fazoon. The legend of Fazoon was, well, the story is a long story at this point, but the Fazoon knows what to do. I don't have to tell the Fazoon what to do. The Fazoon came in with one idea. Adobe, I obey, master. Oh, thank you for laying that trade out for me. Oh, there it breaks 576.15. I push the button and then I sell into the, and oh, yes, the Fazoon knows. The Fazoon knows. The Fazoon doesn't need to be told what to do because the Fazoon is the market. You are an extension of the Warlock, the Fazoon. And by the way, did you see what El Cid did, my VWAPian brethren? Hey, look, if you loved it at 42.50 and you were about to buy it, and then it pulls back $1 and it holds the VWAP, I don't know, maybe make your decision now and buy it. And then it comes off the VWAP and you take a day's pay out of it. By the way, you should all be laughing in my face right now. You see, I tried to temper my bearishness. We're getting the 3 points. There's the 3 points on the Qs. By the way, I've never liked the market more than right this second. Let me elaborate on that comment. The market, and I'm going to say this with kind of a smile on my face, the market's doing what it should be doing today. Consolidating a massive, massive day. This is as healthy as it gets. This is a really good market. Q's up what we rallied. We're from 383 to 400. You should give back 3 or 4 points today. And then consolidate, and then we'll rally. But if the consolidating breaks down, we've got the levels, again, from where we broke down from and where we rallied to. Now all of those levels are going to be calculated into prior VWAPs. So what you're looking at right now is the reason that you should be thinking we can go down a lot more. The prior VWAPs all the way down at 390.67. That is that's 3 more points. That's a big, big sell-off. UVXY staying green is enough to think this market's going down. And by the way, if you shorted the SPYs, when the UVXY started to get over that 14 and change area, look, it coincided with the SPYs getting rejected by the VWAP. It's all tied together. I'm just a carnival barker of information. Keep everything I say in my head, it's just so graphic and sexual. I have a problem. Maybe I need therapy. You think? Like I say something in my head, I'm like, are people going to take that the wrong way? And then I think to myself, who cares? We're having too much fun, right, Baba Booey? However they take it.
I'm having fun.
He's very off-putting, but he just made me $4,000.
They'll take the off-putting.
What is off-putting? Is it come in cherry flavor? Is this chocolate pudding?
Speaking of my grandma, she used to make the chocolate pudding with the skin. I miss the skin. You don't get the skin anymore without grandma. By the way, if you are long UVXY, Can I get a what? Take your money. Take your money, people. Remember, stock is busted. You just got paid. Take some of this money on UVXY long. Take it under advisement. You should still be short the SPYs because you're getting the combination that we talked about at the beginning of the day. If UVXY shows signs of life, look to short the market. And it's working. That's what we do. That's what I do. That's what needs to be done. And then you make a day's pay. And then you come in tomorrow and you say, hey, let's do that again. And then it's a week and a half later and you're doing the same thing every day. And then the next massive Fed meeting short squeeze, you'll be so much more educated and in a much better position to take advantage of a day like yesterday. And that's what we're doing here. Tell 10 friends. All right. Every time I say I'm going to get to your questions, I start talking about me because I'm a narcissistic psychopath. Let me get some coffee and I'll try to stop talking about myself and we'll start taking questions from the peanut gallery because right now, day's pay is in hand. It should be. If you revisited the QQQ short, I'm very proud of you. If you went long the UVXY, I'm very proud of you. Those were the only things mentioned, guy in the back. Anything? Guy in the back? Anything? Oh, you brought a friend. Oh, is he going to nod off in 10 minutes also? Why do you even show up if you're not going to pay attention? I don't get the two of you. He's smiling again. Look at him. And we're back. Oh man. So yeah, I was just thinking. I was watching some of the events yesterday brought by Money Map Press, and you got some angry people in the chat room. Man, some people are just talking about being off put. Like, why are you there if you're that angry? You just show up to complain. So my VWAMpian brethrens and my army here, I'm probably going to be doing an event too. Slides, the whole thing. You know how it is. And if you see, and I invite you all to show up, even though you're a part of what I'm doing already, I invite you to show up because it'll be a lesson. It's going to be a hoot. You know, I'm going to tear it up. But I want you guys to be in the chat room to defend my honor. I don't take negative comments well because I want to pound everybody because I am that good. And when I hear somebody was like complaining about, if anybody's complaining about me, and I'm talking to the sales staff right now, I'm talking to everybody at Money Man Press, you tell them to take it up with me. Send me some of these phone calls. I want to see some transcripts of people that say anything negative about me. I'm going to shove this course down your throat. That's right, because you need it. So when I do this thing, I don't know whether it's next week or a week later, I want you guys in the room. I want you bitch slapping people that have anything negative to say. If you sign up for anything, you're signing up for this. You're lucky he's here. You tell him that. And if you're afraid, you tell him to call me or 8-Ball. 8-Ball's my enforcer. By the way, he doesn't know how to trade. He was just my bodyguard. See, this is his jacket. He used to be a bodyguard for a bar down in Miami. Yeah, you guys don't know the whole 8-Ball story. Oh. Did I just say that on camera? That's all fake. No, he's not a bodyguard. He's not from Florida. He's the best trader on earth. No, he's the man. He's the freaking man. And speaking about the man, how is Lee doing today? I don't want to look. All right, it's down 3 points. All right, so let's go. Give me some names to look at, guys. I hope you're still short something. Spies are negative. UVXY is telling you what to do. You got Adobe money in your hand. You're rocking and rolling. We're ready to beat that crap out of anybody who says something negative about me, because I need you guys to do it. Because yesterday I went on tilt on somebody, and then it's out there in cyberspace forever. I used some bad words on the internet, and it's now, etched in stone. I'd rather have it coming from you guys. I get very angry very quickly. They don't call me the Warlock for nothing. All right, come on, let's go.
Can you see chat, Kenny, or no?
No, I had it. Oh no, I shut it again. I blocked it. Let me
All
see.
right, so we have TGLS is the request.
Tiggless. All right. That's Technoglass, right? TGLS. Ooh, look at you. First one up. Bucking the trend. VWAP ass crack breakout. Opening high range breakout. Everything about this is phenomenal. And you know what's even better? Your stop is staring you right in the face. Hold it unless it breaks 23. This triple top high, if 23.89, that's it. So see how many times you hit it and you finally broke it? That's the only level of significance right now. So if you're in this beautiful trade, right? 23.89, you're out. And that's the end of the story. And by the way, look at the market getting hammered. SGMA. Not enough volume on there for me to take whatever that is serious, but you're on the right side of the trade. Got washed out before. Nice move up. What do you got, Baba Booey?
We have BEKE from CJ Stocks.
Ooh, Becky. Becky had some good news apparently over the last couple of days. I saw it was in the news. Look at this move. What the hell happened here? And why was I not involved? That is a beautiful chart. And again, if you're not sexually stimulated by charts yet, you will be. And it's weird and creepy and fantastic. Because again, after being married for 25 years, I could take anything I could get. Look at this chart. You got capitulation, double bottom candle, retrace to the VWAP, consolidation. See, I got the sticky right there because I can't think of the word. Consolidation at a higher level, then the VWAP break, then the ass crack break, into a multi-day VWAP break, into a rally. Oh my God. And then half numbers and whole numbers, blow off top into a retrace. This chart just made my day. I hope you're on the right side of it at this point. Wow. Must have had some really bad news. Nobody cares about news. Breaks the VWAP. That's a 4-point move on a $17 stock. Gorgeous. I hope you made that money. And then look how nice on the way back down. And if you're in TGLS, I'm loving it. Look who's hitting new highs. Come on. TGLS. Go for it. All right. That was two nice charts. It's nice to see the VWAPian family on the right side of these trades. Let's go. And I need to know, Fazoo number 3, did you buy Adobe? We're still waiting to see if my new assistant trader, bought the Adobe. Oh, baby. Go ahead.
CALT.
That was another gapped up stock, right? CALT. By the way, you guys are all digging the new charts, right? I gave you something extra now. You got my main screen with the scanners, and I changed the colors for you so they pop off the screen. I hope everybody's happy and excited you saw the change there. CALT, this had a tremendous move last night. And look what happened. So when you have a monster move, just like an earnings report, I think it might have been earnings, you like to plot significant areas. Look at the 34.52. How you double top basically at a half number, and that's all she had. And then she rolls over, she breaks down over here, and then the consolidation right there. So the consolidation led to more selling this morning. But then look what it did. It's just hovering between the multi-day and the 1 minute. And there really is nothing else going on here. It looks bigger than it is, but it's really not much happening. But if you're again, you got to be on the sell side of this thing. But speaking of biotechs that you don't want to be selling, ADGI, hello. 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 All right, we're a little late, but if it breaks the half, it might be interesting, peeps. This stock was a $90 stock 3 days ago. Break 750. Oh. All right, I wasn't quick enough to react to that, but give me a beat here. Where did it break out from? 717. Wouldn't be surprised to get a shot down there at 717. By the way, what was that? CALT just rolled over and died. There you go. This thing's going lower. Again, look, if you're long, and this is where VWAP comes into play. Let's say you're long this stock and you're debating whether or not what to do with it still at this point. You're on the wrong side. Okay? Once it goes 1 minute multi-day, opening candle break, you are on the wrong side of this stock if you were long. And somebody just agreed with you. You just got slammed down another dollar or two. But let's go back to that one that just popped off. Not that I can remember it because it was 13 seconds ago. ADGI. ADGI. All right. So here's how we decide whether or not we want to get into a stock that we've obviously missed a massive move on. Consolidation. If it consolidates at levels above where it broke out from, it's still bullish. So if you're in it right now, you got two prices, 715 and 695. And if you're in it, you see the big size on the offer, that usually means there's buyers. See the big size on the offer? Usually it means there's more buyers. They're trying to fake you out, right? Look at them buying it. They're buying it on the offer. The big offers are getting gobbled up. That's real buying. Look at the volume pouring in. That's how you tell if you want to stay in a name. And it also helps that it just broke a new high. So if anybody's in this name, I'll keep looking at it, but I'll just give you the stops now. Now that you broke above 750, the bottom of that same candle usually is going to be my out. So it would be 740 and then prior candle. And then the 715. I usually try to use 3 stops. Because how often does it pull back a little bit, gets you out of some, but then at least you got some left when it makes the next move up. And obviously we've missed a huge move here. Nobody should be surprised to see this thing go slamming right back down to VWAP. Real buyers on the offer. When you see them throwing up those big numbers, you saw them briefly. You had 80s and 110s and 40, whatever it was. And you see on the time and sales, all of those are being bought. There's buyers on the stock. And used to be, when I talk about tape reading, when market makers would show big size on the offer, they were telling the truth. They had stock for sale, and chances are it wasn't going to get through those prices because there was many sellers at those prices. Now, the high frequency trading and the quants and all the algorithms, they actually throw the offers out there to try to fool people into selling, but we don't get fooled anymore because the game has changed. And it's one of the first things that I started to notice. And again, it wasn't so prevalent or it wasn't so pronounced. And it's not it's at this point, it's like 58% of the time, that big size on the offer is a spoof trade, especially with these weird momentum names. And you see the buyers are still here. If this thing was going to start plummeting, it would have done it already. So now, if they start showing massive bids, that's usually a sign that it's going to go down, which is the opposite of what you would normally think. A lot of bidders mean there's buyers. Not in this market anymore. Now it's just about fooling you, taking your money, and leaving you in the dust. You see how the buyers are still here? See how the buyers are still here, kids? You see how the buyers are still here? I know what I'm talking about. Who's got two thumbs is pretty good at this. This guy. Now, again, if you just got in this stock, it's a lot different than somebody who bought it here or here or here. So if you're in the 730 break, you've sold some at 750. And for the love of God, you sell some here at 782. Sell, Mortimer. Take the money. Because you know where the stock's going to be at the end of the day? Zero. Don't forget, when you're trading stocks like this, at any minute, this thing could go to zero. But you milk your trade right now as you're in it. And right now, it's going to 8, baby! You better have sold some. I told you the buyers were still here. And look at this. And now you raise your stop to the bottom of this massive breakout candle. And now you don't have to worry about shiznit for the rest of the day. Who brings the winners? He does it live. Can't deny me, baby. I didn't hear you mention buying. Guy in the back, anything? Did you get involved at $7.30? You did? All right, look at you. Right? I can analyze any chart. As long as you are comfortable with the risk and the reward, and you've plotted the chart, the 730 entry, or even the 750 entry, if you are comfortable with those levels, okay, I'm getting in here. Maybe the stock goes to 8 or 100. I know my risk. I'm willing to take that risk. Let's strap in and get involved. And here, now we got another one, Ulma. Ulma going over 950. This could be another name. Again, look, we're just, all right, quickly look at it. Chasing, yes, ass crack breaking, but now we got the half number break. So that's still important. But now that it hit the half, usually there's going to be sellers. Wait till it comes in. And then if it breaks back above it, this could be another winner right here. Let's go back to the other one. What the hell were we just looking at? Man, my ADD is kicking today. What the hell were we just looking at? What stock was that? I have no idea. ADGI. Oh, man, my freaking brain is shot. I can't remember from second to second now. Whew. By the way, you better start learning as much as you possibly can, because one day I'm just going to spontaneously combust. And it'll be great, right, Baba Booey, if I just explode on camera. As long as I don't mind sacrificing my body and soul for the common good, as long as it's on camera. As long as we get good content. I don't know if that was special effects. I think he just blew up.
Let's see, Kenny. I just made this. This could completely not work. I'm trying to...
And I'm just gone. I don't know what just happened. He was mentioning some stock and his head just exploded. I'm not sure if that was real or not, but damn, I'm up $8,000. I hope he comes back. Oh, shit. Damn, people. All right, so sticking with this conversation, right? Risk adverse, risk tolerant. I would have been out of this trade already at $8. I would have probably got stopped out of the rest. But again, and everybody all right with that Adobe trade now? Look where it is now, kids. Love it. I love it. I can't do Bill Clinton. I can't do Clinton. Can't do it. Never was able to get a Clinton going. God, it always turns into like a Jimmy Stewart.
Can you do a Hillary, though? That's really what matters.
Yeah. Hi, I'm very uncharismatic and awful.
Well done. Perfect.
Thank you. That's also my Joe Biden. Huh? What? Am I still president? What's happening? Is the market going up? Oh, man. By the way, this jacket is hot. Oh, well, you want to see something else? That's right. I never get dressed, kids. I got my Snoopy pajamas on. That's right.
Let's see the pants, Kenny. Let's see the pants. There you go. Matching pajamas.
I never leave my home. Strap me in. I'll just bang out winners 24/7. I heard they're going to make 24/7 trading. Then what do we do? All right. Let's go back to the room now. Come on, hurry up. Give me some more names. I want to look at different charts.
How about NVAX?
Ooh, I haven't looked at that one in a while. Hell yeah, brother. Holy moly. Tell me you were in this one. Talk about a VWAP shuffle. Again, if you're not sexually stimulated by these charts, you are not appreciating the VWAP. Look at that. You slammed it down, holds the multi-day, comes back to the 1 minute, shuffles along for 15 minutes, and breaks it at 179.50 for a 10 spot. Awesome. Caller on the line. I'm hearing things about AMC. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, I don't hate it. Just seems a little choppy today, but you're over the 1 minute. If you bought the VWAP break, 25.20, you actually had a payday. Again, 30 cents to 28 cents on a $25 stock. There's money in there. By the way, this ADGI, I'd be out, breaking back under that whole number, broke back under 785. I'm going to keep Olma on the screen just in case that breaks the 950. We're right there. What else you got?
Let's Myrna.
The biggest reversal you guys ever seen on Friday on that one. Faux show bro in full effect. So if you guys don't know what a faux show bro looks like, market, remember, bucking bronco, trying to get you off its back. It fakes you out by going down, tries to rally, rolls over, breaks a new low. That's the fake out, shake out, breakout. So that is a typical move. That's basically what happened yesterday. And the reason these are great trading patterns is that down here, it's trapped more shorts. So the shorts are covering, and then you got the VWAP break, and you get the longs that are encouraged. You get twice as much short covering, and then you get a nice move. So, yeah, really nice looking chart on Myrna today. Faux show bro. And again, where do you put your stops? There's the ass crack. There's your stop. 484.40, call it. Done and done. What else you got?
KHC from Andy.
From Andy in Wisconsin. Look at that move. It's the dip and rip, the check mark of the Lord. Oh, my God. Fantastic. Great, Andy. If you're in this one, you just sold it, right? 35.50 from a VWAP break of 35. Perfect trade. Whole number break, VWAP. And again, let me show you this chart, and I will be doing this on my seminar whenever we do bottle it for you. This was the trade that I used to do when I first got started in the industry, the check mark. But I didn't buy the check mark until it broke the 930 high. So my entry would have been here at 35.10. VWAP gets you into my favorite trade down here. In this case, it's not a massive head start, but hey, look, 1,000 shares, you got in 20 cents, 18 cents cheaper. But again, the origins of this trade, that was me in 1999. Now this is me down here. I'm buying at a better price on a trade that was already successful for me. And that's why I'm the best around. I'm telling you, man, the more getting your ass kicked trading is the only really way to learn this industry. You ever try to read a book about trading? I know trading. I have not got through one technical analysis book ever, even from my hero. And if you're out there, Brian, sorry, I'm not going to read your book. And he's a friend of mine. I cannot sit there reading technical analysis in a book. Show it to me. Show me how it works. Explain it to me, and I'll learn from that. That's what we're doing here. Technical analysis. Caller on the line. Caller on the line likes El Cid again. Hold on a second. All right. Now you're on the right side of something here. Over the VWAP. There's your ass crack. How you doing? 42. 42's got you 42.30. Nice re-entry. If you played El Cid earlier, boom. There's your reason. Again, you kind of got a faux show bro, too. And an ass crack. See? It all comes together. That's a nice entry. Now you've got to look for the 42.50. So now that you're profitable on this trade, hopefully, you're looking and you assume this thing has to go back to the 42.50. Breaks it, you stay in this trade, and then you use the 42.50 as your out. So right now you're on your way there, hopefully. Nice entry. Nice re-entry if you did that. All right, keep them coming. Spit fire, baby. Spit fire.
ADBE breaks again.
Ooh, Adobe. Hang on a second. Look at this one coming back for a second move. ADGI. Adobe. Let's see where it is. Again. Oh, very nice. All right. You might have just got paid on that one candle right there. You know, again, you buy what's the VWAP break right there? So let's say you bought the 590, 579. Stock popped 4 points. That's a 4-point candle. Phenomenal. Staying with the VWAP, staying with the earnings. It's a deadly combination. What up? And by the way, I got a new set of pajamas, so wait till you see these. Very excited. Or is it pajamas? Pajamas? Pajamas?
Pajamas.
Either way. By the way, I looked for my feety pajamas. I have no idea where I put them. I thought they were with my ski stuff. That's right. I've got feety pajamas with a butt flap. It was going to be hilarious. I can't find them. A butt flap, strap in the catheter, and boom. And I think, again, we got to get that. I think me and you, Baba Booey, we got to build the emergency broadcast network for Money Map Press. There needs to be a way to cut across everybody's show, across the entire platform. Everybody needs to be alerted because yesterday was that day. And it would have been phenomenal just to flip on the switch. We're breaking in because this is happening. Because, man, that 2:30 to 4 o'clock yesterday was stories. I'm legitimately writing a seminar about it. And I'm doing it this Saturday because it was epic. Epic. All right, keep going. And by the way, nobody's long UVXY, right? You see it, right? Don't ever stay long UVXY.
Let's go Oracle, Kenny.
Oracle. Oh, man, I haven't watched. Oh, my God. What happened there? Nice. Now, that's just awesome. That was a huge amount of just chop that just resolved itself above the VWAP, and off she went. Now that you're at the highs of the day, you got to be a seller here. You just triple topped. You got to be a seller here, and the stop is 103.62. Peloton. Looks like a short right this second. And by the way, this is one of those moments. You didn't need me to tell you shouldn't be in UVXY long, right? I mean, come on, right? You took your money on that trade, right? If you were in it, and it rolling over and going back down, you seeing what the market did. The spies went back in the green, right? You see how it's all tied together? I'm just a carnival barker of information. I just take whatever I say under advisement. You learn something every day, and that's how we do it. Go ahead, spit them out.
Sorry, you have me looking up all these green screen things now that Amin stepped up the game. Literally researching the whole time. We got HD.
Ooh, Home Depot. Oh, you know what? I never went to check on the lows that day. Did it ever rally? Home Depot, ass cracking. Look at that thing. Oh, baby. Right now, looking like a buy already. You've been hitting lower highs. You have your ass crack in place. You get it back above that VWAP with some enthusiasms. Enthusiasms. One was at 405.97. That's your holy number right now. You got to get over that butt crack number. Enthusiasms. Enthusiasms. Man, that's a lot of enthusiasms. Enthusiasms. What movie? Come on. I got stuff to give away. By the way, we should extend these contests to the Money Map Press people. What's up, Money Map Press? I'm listening. I'm talking to you guys out there. If you're listening in, anybody calls with negative comments about me, I want them documented. I want their email addresses. I want their phone numbers. And then we'll call them and we'll do a live segment. Me, Baba Booey, customer service segment. Well, I'll personally call people and see what their problem is. Yes. What's your problem? Yeah, hi, how are you? What's your problem? That's customer service. Who's this? It's customer service. What's your problem? Oh, I bought the cues and then they went down and I lost money. Yeah, then what happened after you sold them? They went right back up. So who's to blame? Me? Yes, you're to blame. Now shut up and stop asking for your money back. They're always to blame. By the way, the best traders know you have to have a scapegoat. I blame my wife. I blame my dog. The Mormons keep coming to my house. I'm always distracted. I blame that. Got to have a good scapegoat. And I got to tell you, man, thank God I have you guys. Because you know who didn't want to hear about me complaining yesterday? My wife. Oh, man, I was in shock at 4 o'clock. And she saw that look on my face. She's like, oh, don't even start. Don't even start. Let me guess. Something you sold went up after you got out. I was like, but I know, it was the biggest day ever. No, I'm serious. This was like, no, right. It was monumental. You'll never see a day like. I hate my wife so much because she knows exactly what I'm going to say. Because she's heard every one of these stories. No, I'm serious, hon. It was like it was crazy. Right. All right, now can you get my phone to work? We were online with AT&T yesterday for 2 freaking hours. The update wasn't updating, and her old phone wasn't transferring to the other phone. 2 hours, bro. 2 hours of my life trying to figure out why the phone wasn't accepting the backup from the cloud. Oh, I hate technology, by the way. That's why I'm bearish. If we're so technically advanced, why has over the last 7 to 10 years everything breaks and everything's harder to use now? Is it because I'm 50? I'm just an angry 50-year-old curmudgeon?
Yes.
Is that what it is?
You're a boomer, man.
Yeah.
It's hard to keep up. It's like, I remember my grandma, I'm not saying that you're of that age, but I remember when she got a microwave and she just couldn't figure it out. Wanted to use the oven and the toaster. That's like us with some of this new technology. Same thing.
Right. The flashing 12 on the VCR. You guys don't even know what VCR is. Right. It's still flashing. Grandma, that's actually the sticker on the VCR. I just pulled the sticker off. Remember they used to give a sticker on the... My grandma thought it was the real thing. It's the sticker, Grandma. All right, come on, let's go. Give me some more names. And if anybody's watching Olma, wow, this is boring. This thing has
waiting for the chat right now. They're quiet.
All right. Waiting for the chat.
Ford.
Ooh, Ford. Still got to love Ford. Every dip's being bought. Again, I don't really trade it intraday, but let me tell you, tomorrow, keep Ford on the radar because if it breaks out, look at the high print. 2150. This thing gets above 2150 tomorrow. Buy the 2150 calls. What did he say? I'm not saying buy the 2150 calls right now. Actually, it's under 21. So tomorrow, because this stock has been phenomenal and it's been pretty good on Fridays, 21s and 2150s tomorrow on Ford. Make sure you're watching these. Because then if you break out, hell yeah, 2150s tomorrow for a lotto play. Shamo. Make sure you, by the way, if anybody's paying attention, Ford, for real, put it on the watch list right now. This is a big number because also breakout on a Friday, options expiration, that could be a 10 bagger right there. So keep Ford handy. Oh, there you go. Wait a second. We're up 4 cents on this Olma trade now. Oh, we're changing worlds. Here, I don't know if anybody's in OLMA, but it finally just broke a new high. If you're in from 940, or 950, I thought we'd get more of instant gratification on this trade, but still leaving the stop right there, 934. All right, I'll go back to not watching this stock. What else you got?
Six Flags, SIX.
Six Flags. Wow, look how many dip and rips to the multi-day there are. That's amazing. That's 3 different stocks you guys gave me today, and they all had the same kind of move. We basically tested the prior day VWAP. Nobody's selling. Back above the 1 minute, and you're gone. Very nice trade. EVBG, I'm hearing. EVBG. Chopparooski. Yeah, this one's still on our radar. Possible, again, more covering to be done. This one got hammered. That's why we're watching that TGLS. Just, keep these short, squeezy ones on the radar for a couple more weeks. Whoa, did you hear that?
Thought that was your dog. Let's go, FRI?
Fry? What the heck is that? There's one share traded on it. You're the one guy. You're the one person who traded the stock. Fry. FRI.
Okay, bad one. Let's go for another one then. How about SFix?
Oh, yeah, the disaster of Stitch Fix. Again, I love a disaster stock. Give me another test of 1750 in the next couple of days. I'm going to look to see if we double bottom at 1750, that day is going to be the squeeze again that we had up to 21 the other day. I'm laying off the Stitch Fix, but remind me if it gets back to the 1750. And if it doesn't hold, look what's going to happen to Stitch Fix. There's nothing underneath here. This thing legitimately could be going to zero. So let me show you Stitch Fix on this all-time chart. Here's 15-year chart. Just put it on a monthly or whatever. Oh, baby. That is nasty because you go 1750, you got no support to 1550, and then you're looking at a $10 stock. Nasty. But usually when I see stocks fall from 113 to 18 bucks, I'm sniffing around to take advantage of my former idiot self that thinks every stock's going to zero. I mean, this one could go to zero, but there's usually a beautiful opportunity to buy before it rolls over again. Just like Adobe. Just like Alibaba, just like the DocuSign, just like any other of these names that get hammered. When the shorts cover, it's the best time to buy stocks, just like yesterday. That's why yesterday was so damn important and why that move happened. All right, keep going. I like some of these charts you're showing me today.
INFY.
Infi. Looks like you want to start looking to sell. You just double topped at a half number. You're pulling in. You're in limbo right now. You got double bottom meets double top. You're in limbo. Breaks 24.50. Hang on. You're going to all-time highs. Again, you're at all-time highs right now. Wow, nice chart. But if you roll over, that double bottom that held might be a VWAP break, and you should look to the stock to, retrace back to that whole number. Again, no decisions can be made right here. Oh, and there she blows. I only give good stocks, it seems. ADGI. Oh, Billy. Anybody revisit? And this is a disaster stock. Take a look at this stock. This is your 9-month chart on ADGI. Whoa. I mean, this is like a dream come true. I mean, this stock could legitimately be at 1050 in 2 ticks. You break over that capitulation area. Oh, look who's here. The staff is here. I got all dressed up for you. Yeah, man. What's up? How's it going? All right. Good to see you again. You too, man. Did you bring me gifts? No. Oh. No. Come on in. Yeah, I got to wrap up the show. I'll get dressed and have a jolly old time. Yeah, make yourself at home.
Which way was your venture?
Right, this first left.
Oh, perfect.
It's the Mormons. I miss that. I mean, you guys think I'm joking around. They used to come around. We had Jews for Jesus show up at my house once, but the Mormons, when they came in, it was fantastic because I played like I was genuinely interested, and I was very upset about being a Jew, and I was goading them to see if they would make fun of the Jews. It was pretty damn funny, and they used to come every like 2 years. They haven't been around in a while. I guess they know to stay off my block. But Jews for Jesus, they showed up. I was like, come on in. Come on, let's talk. I still think I have their brochure somewhere. That's right, I'm bored. I never leave. I love when people show up. Ooh, people. All right, if you just bought ADGI back, I love you, and you are a great trader. If you're in Ulma, thank God this one's working. Guy in the back's like, I bought the Ulma. This thing stinks. You're up money now, pal. Hit the bricks and beat it, because you are going out. The bids are weak. Freaking bids are weak. You're weak. By the way, Baba Booey, I don't think people are serious enough about me giving stuff away. We need to start documenting that, because realistically, I do have a lot of stuff in my house I would love to give away.
I could keep
Anybody
a tally. I can keep track.
Yeah, I think, and again, I want to play some trivia questions. I think the easy trivia question today, let's take it serious. You'll take the emails for us. Let's play a game. Let's name the QQQ 4 o'clock closing price without going over, like Price is Right. Without going over, give me the QQQ closing price, and what will be the giveaway today? Let's see.
Did you get rid of that rose, Kenny?
No, they wanted me $40 to send it. I was like,
that's crazy.
It ruins the joke. $40. I was like, under 20, I was going to send it. $40. This is like it's an insult. $40. But yeah, you know what? I got to dig some stuff up. I have a whole nother group of stuff and some cool stuff. If you got some grandkids or some kids, I got cool, really what's really cool, I have a lot of these jerseys, really nice quality jerseys. I'm not going to throw them away, obviously. And they just make great gifts. They're brand new, but they're little. My kids everybody was wearing football jerseys for a while. These were like $60 jerseys. I got Roethlisberger, I got Brady, I've got, Cam Newton, and they're beautiful. And I'm willing to just give them away because I'm such a nice guy. All right. If you're an ADGI and you're not selling some here at 9, you should be flogged. And by the way, if you're wondering what this ADGI is all about, guy in the back's like, I didn't hear you mention it. Yeah, I did. This was the one, remember, when it broke $7.30? And look, if you want to get back into these crazy names, right? There's the high that we hit while we were in it. It pulls back. You went even below where some of you guys bought it, if you bought it at 8 and change or whatever, right? And then look what it did. You kind of had your faux show bro. So once you saw it pull back and it didn't break down from that original price, you still had some bullishness in it. And then what did it do? It gave you a defined trade. So at least buying it back at 781, you use the bottom of that candle and the original stop, you defined your new entry. And now you've got consolidation and you've broken out. And that's how you take a name that you might not have thought about trading today, and it's your favorite trade of the day. Guy in the back's like, I bought Olma. Why isn't this one moving? I can't work my magic on every single trade, but hey, look, you're up 10 cents. But you should have bought them both, guy in the back. Really haven't had much going on. There you go, guy in the back. Look, my friends are all buying Olma for you. You getting paid now? There you go. You got your 23 cents on your Olma now. Congratulations, everybody. Another bang-up day. What time is it? Oh, I got 10 minutes left. All right. The EVBG guys making money. Your Olma guys making money. Your Ford guys making money. Everybody's making money. All right, give me a couple of names. By the way, ADGI. Look where it hit. Half number. You see how significant it is? All right, come on.
FANG. FANG.
Bang! Oil and energy. Little nice, VWAP shuffle right there. Underneath it, back above it, clearly defined. Again, if you get the VWAP shuffle right there and you're buying it when it gets finally over the VWAP, the shuffle lows are you're out. Clearly defined, beautiful setup, payday.
WGO.
Oh, thank you for reminding me. Kicked ass on a short on this trade. I heard rumors of somebody covering at 68 and a quarter, which was another beautiful day for that person. This was the one we were thinking about gambling on into the number tomorrow morning. So let's take a look where those 70s are. I'm not doing it. I need these $70 puts to be, under $2 if I'm going to take a shot. Remember, I only made about $300, maybe $400 trading that the other day. I was willing to give up half of that profit for a gamble on the report. I'm probably not going to do it. Take that under advisement. I'm not buying puts. I still think the stock's going down. But again, I don't want anybody doing trades, high speculation trades, if you're not taking the low speculation trades and profiting from. By the way, there. So there it is. If you didn't short the Qs today, or UVXY long, or just now on ADGI, you're not allowed to do the WGO trade. All right? You need, if you're going to take lesser quality ideas, you better do it with the house money on the good ideas. Ah, look at you. If anybody is short W, you are now my favorite human being on earth. I briefly mentioned this one as my next stock that I wanted to destroy. You broke the 200. Yeah, baby. Let me show you where this thing could go. And if you're an ADGI, oh, baby. Oh, baby. I like it raw. Olma. Even guy in the back's getting paid. See that? Work my magic for you, guy. This ADGI is getting out of hand here. Woo! Damn. So happy I sold it all at $8 on the way back down. Woo! Woo! That's only at $10 now. Yeah! Oh, baby, I like it raw. Let's go back to ADGI. Where did I just tell you the stock could go to? Oh my freaking God. Tell me somebody's in this thing right here, please. Please, somebody. This is one of those moments, please. Lie to me. I don't care if you're telling the truth. Tell me you're in this thing. Did it just get halted to the upside? This is what I do. This is all I do. This is what he does. He'll find you. And he'll rip your heart out. Oh, it's halted. Oh. Fucking kidding me. How does he keep doing it? What's up, legal? Did you hear me mention ADGI or ULMA? Put that on your slideshow, Will. Damn. Stay relevant. And by the way, when I do that, I'm counting on every single one of you. When I do that next, whatever, slideshow extravaganza, you all need to be there. And just every 5 minutes, I need to say, just do what he tells you to do. $5,000? 10 grand? Prices are going up. It's going to be 12,500 soon. You guys got the discount of a lifetime. Prices are going up. And customer service, reach out to me. My favorite customer service guy, I forgot what your name was. We were freaking going. It was one of those good moments at the party. And by the way, if anybody was wondering if I was going to do some breakdancing at the party, those days are over. I have to admit that, doing the worm, it's just not happening anymore. I don't need to break a rib in front of all these new people that I was going to meet for the first time. I don't know. He's having a great time. I think he broke his ribs. I don't know. I'm not sure. Yeah, he's old. Yeah, he thought he could still break dance. I don't know what the hell he was doing. Fun guy, but yeah, he had to be carted out here. But that was a good time. Eric, you missed a hoot, Nanny. Come on.
I know, man. I heard about the party, and like when everyone was getting there, I started to feel bad that I didn't go. Felt left out, but I left myself out.
I'll tell you what you missed, man. You should have seen Travis.
What was he doing?
And his wife. I don't want to talk anything about his wife. They were like rock stars. I mean, Travis looked so fine. Standing next to him made me feel sexier. That dude was, him and his wife walked in. I was like, damn.
Famous people.
Woo! Travis, if I could have a hundredth of what he was bringing that night, I would be unstoppable. The ladies, then again, who am I kidding? It's 3 pumps and I'm out anyway, so I talk a good game. But damn, I wish I could just rock that outfit. All right, what do we got? We got a couple of minutes left. What do you want to do? Anybody? Let's just wait for ADGI to come out of the halt. Guys, this is what I'm talking about, peeps. This is what I'm talking about. This is why you have these stocks on the radar. That's how I do it. Picked it right off. It's on my watch list. Let's get involved. And, obviously I was a little bit too conservative here, but that re-entry, look at the re-entry. The re-entry got you 2. Come on. My nickname is Cappuccino Kenny. Because 3 pumps and I'm done. That's freaking hilarious. I got to write that one down. Cappuccino Kenny. I like it. Latte Larry. I can't even find a pen. All right. Noted. All right. Ooh, that drawer smells good. What? Damn. You guys got smell-o-vision? What just happened? We just went off the rails. Oh, that's right, because the stock just got halted. Anybody in this stock, you nervous? Let me explain what you're going to do here. It just got halted on the upside. There was so much buying. They had to say, whoa, give us a minute. So usually when you come out of the halt, you got more to be done. Still, you sell half of what you got right out of the halt, okay? And then the halt bottom candle is your out, all right? We only got 2 minutes. Hopefully it comes out of the halt. Call on the line. Now, caller on the line, if you were buying ADGI at 834, that's impressive. That means you were paying attention. And it's out of the hole. Sell. 1029. 1029 out of the hole. You sell half. Bottom of the candle is now you're out. You sell out of the hole. Bottom of the candle is you're out. You sell half. The other half you're selling bottom of the candle. And the bottom of the candle is $9.95. $9.95. $9.95 or hang in there with the stock. Right? You sold 1029 coming out of the hole. You guys 11 life. And now you stops the bottom of the candle. 995. So it's 995 or a million, and now you're done. Sorry, you just got stopped out. What can I tell you? 995 done. Now, if this thing goes screaming back down, and you get back to that 950 area, or maybe even, dare I say, VWAP comes back to the VWAP, might be looking for something, or it's just going to go to 50 now that you sold it. That's also typical. Wow, look at it move now. I'm going to leave you with one word of caution. Whether the stock goes to 1250 now, or 15 or 100, don't own it. But I'm glad you guys are all part of this stock right here. If anybody's still in it, you're awesome. Because, man, they stopped my guys out of it just there because they know where our stops are. Wow. Hey, guys, you know what that stock is all about, right? ADGI, where did it get started? Who started this move? We did, right? Yeah, I could have milked it a little bit better, but where did it come from? Disaster stocks that gather steam, break VWAP, break ranges, that triggers the short squeeze. And that's why this stock, ADGI, is basically a microcosm of exactly why the market did what it did yesterday. So learn from what happened yesterday. You carried that into what you learned today, and now you're a better trader. Every day you're with me, you become a better trader. I'll see you guys later.